Again, tough loss. Played a half real hard. Second half just got outplayed. Credit to Michigan State and Coach D'Antonio. And really just credit their kids because there was no magic changes. I can't speak for them, but from watching it, they played their base defense and challenged the inside receivers a little bit more a couple times, but their base stuff. We got sacked with their lead blitz, which is what they do. Two guys from the boundary with the back in the corner. They got us on us last year 2 or 3 times, so we'd worked it and ready. Defensively, we got worked a little bit in the perimeter in the second half with some big plays, and we got to tighten that up, but I thought they battled. But, disappointing to, play hard, play with a lot of energy, and come up short. And as a coach, I'll just keep looking at what we're doing and keep putting our guys in good positions because they're getting better. They're doing things right. We're making progress, but we got to get W's. And I got to keep looking at what we're doing schematically and how we're attacking people and how we're managing a game to give us a chance to finish. I thought we needed to get the 30 points to win, which is pretty tough on those guys. I thought high 20s would be close, and that's what it was, but I thought we needed to get the 30, and we couldn't. Defense battled hard, but the defense didn't get any help in the second half except for Eric Toth, who came in and did a nice job as a punter. So with that, we'll open her up.
Like you guys had some passes over the middle, some posts in the first half that worked well. The second half, it looked like they took away the flat, and there wasn't much available over the middle. What did you see there? Sometimes maybe again their ability to take away the flat is if they're coming up hard on some of those perimeter plays, you bait that, you get over the top to keep them honest. We had a couple of those because we had that in the first half, and I don't know if we got that worked up in the second half. And so again, I think they played a little bit harder. They got off blocks. We didn't get the run game going well, but that's the nature of their defense. One, they're pretty stout and they're pretty good. But two, they're just going to outnumber you and make you work the ball outside where the 12th defender is the sideline. So, again, I was just disappointed in our rhythm, similar to Ball State. Maybe similar to the first half last week, our just ability to get the right calls or get the kids to execute the calls. If they're the right call and you don't execute it, it's not the right call. So it's just getting in sync, and we're just a little bit off. We can be third down real long and 3rd and 6, 8, and we come off the field. So, again, just credit to their guys and their coaches. They got it done at halftime, played a good second half. And you're not going to beat a good team. You're not going to win Big Ten games, like that. And you're not going to beat good teams if you don't play 60. And our kids gave us effort, but we got to put them in better chances for 60.
Did you think about when the offense kind of struggled? Did you think about making a switch to Sudfeld?
A little bit, but at the same time, we went so long, with Cam. Thought he played reasonably well. Again, we weren't forcing picks and all that deal, and they're going to challenge and make things. So, initially our thought was, and the only reason we went, quite honestly, the only reason we went with Cam, he was slightly better on Wednesday and Thursday. And it was really just better in communication. As a young guy, a couple plays, Nate, when practicing, you're putting in a game plan, he could be a little bit off, and he just butchered a couple, didn't mean to. And that's just him being a young cat. And like I said, we truly don't chart or statistic, but if you watch them, it's close. Matter of fact, one of the coaches right today said, hey, we're going to start Nate. So that's kind of the way he practiced. We went with Cam. He got a hot hand. We rode it. And then second half, they did a nice job. Again, we didn't have the ball for 20-something minutes, so they did a good job of working us and staying on the field. And by then, to me, the game had gone away. We just kind of rode Nate. I would have told you before the game that probably wouldn't have happened. But the dynamics, the way it went, that was just the way we were saddled up and the way we rode the race out.
What was different about him in the first half than last week? How much different was Cam last week than he was?
Support helped too. We got in rhythm offense, rhythm play calling. We were attacking. There's some energy. And we got to find ways to keep creating energy. I think there's a whole lot of energy in the second half. You're sitting there, I'm looking at the whole crowd sitting around. Our band was good on when their defense off with their stuff getting it going. But, there's some times when I'm like, I took one possession where I was trying to be the cheerleader of let's go. And because I think sometimes, maybe I hadn't been here long enough, but I think sometimes that we're all sitting there saying, oh, here we go again. Or somebody sitting around waiting for something. And I worry about our football team. Oh, here we go again, or someone waiting for something good to happen. We got to keep attacking. We got to make things happen, and we just got to keep fighting with those guys. So that was just kind of my thought as we got into it. No one's fault. As a team, you got to create energy. I used to yell at a coach at Oklahoma, start yelling about the fans not cheering. I said, well, you're not a cheerleader. If we make a play, they'll cheer. So it's all about making plays. First half, we made plays. We had energy. Second half, we didn't make plays. Credit Michigan State. Not a good job by us.
The defense, though, had stretches where it was really good. I think it was 5 3-and-outs in Michigan State's first 10 possessions. What was going really well through the first, half plus?
Again, I think our defense is better. Last week we got work, but it's a tough animal. The way they can spread you out and what they do with their stuff a little bit different today. I think our coaches addressed some things and just trying to put our guys in better position with some movements and blitzes. We did get worked in the pass game a little bit in the perimeter. We got to tighten that up.